My name is Connor Dugan. This is the Environmental Issues on Asia assignment for Croy Sage 450. We're going to get started with the first part of it. So this is a growing crisis in Asia. We're going to start off with introduction of Asia. Asia is home to over 4.7 billion people, and the fastest growing economies faces a range of complex environmental challenges that threaten the ecosystems and the public health of all the people that live there, and basically the whole population as a whole, and also the future prosperity of the country, from air pollution and deforestation, water scarcity, and biodiversity loss. The environmental problem list continues to grow bigger and bigger as the days go on, mainly because of the air pollution. The air pollution is causing a lot of sickness within the people there, which is spreading to most of the people across of the country. So we're going to go ahead and get into the air pollution because I feel like that's one of the biggest parts in this. So one of the most pressing environmental problems in Asia is air pollution, which has reached alarmingly high levels in many cities across the continent. Countries like China, India, Indonesia, and are especially impacted by smog, which is basically a thick, like, it's not thick, but it's like almost like fog, but it's not fog. It's like pollution and like a bunch of bacteria in the air that just kind of sits over the sky like fog, but it's really bad for your lungs and to breathe in and everything. It also includes toxins in it. So in China, the rapid industrial growth has a big thing to do with this because a lot more buildings are being produced. A lot more things are being made there, and there's a lot more buildings popping up. So the causes of air pollution are numerous. Industrial emissions, vehicle exhaust. This is also a big one. The vehicles producing a bunch of gas out of the cars. That's also being harmful to the environment. So the next section we're going to get into is deforestation. Deforestation is another significant environmental issue in Asia, with countries like Indonesia, Malaysia, and India experiencing rapid rates of forest loss. The primary drivers of deforestation include illegal logging, so like basically people coming and cutting down trees they're not supposed to and farming them to make homes and things like that. Agriculture expansion, basically just building and expanding different buildings or homes or things like that across forests and just tearing trees down. Indonesia and Malaysia have seen large portions of their tropical rainforest areas just completely wiped out for these type of things in general as a whole. There's also water scarcity across Asia. Water availability and water quality. Water quality is the main one. So it's not so much the fact that they don't have water. I mean, that is a problem that they're running out of water, but it's also a problem that their water quality isn't up to, they can't drink it most of the time. It's not filtered correctly, and this is also causing a lot of health problems to the people that live there and affecting them as a whole in the population. Water pollution is also a growing problem. It's particularly dense in regions that have a lot of sewage and waste areas. People that live in those areas are really not getting any good water constantly at all. The climate change also is a big thing that is taking Asia into effect. Even here, I mean, we haven't had this cold of a winter in a pretty long time down south, and now we just had we're coming off of one of our hottest summers and falls, and now we're going into one of our coldest springs that we've had in a long time. So, I mean, that climate change is also affecting their air as a whole and what their environment is going through. So in conclusion, Asia's environmental issues are complex and interconnected with profound implications for the region's future. Air pollution, water scarcity, and climate change are just some of the problems that we listed and talked about today, but the list goes on and continues to grow as time goes on. Thank you for your time.